UTS UTS 15 Urban Tactical Shotgun. 14+1 capacity, pump action, bullpup. Let's put it to the test. Thanks so much for tuning into a very special episode today of the Bullet Points. Today we're doing a review of the UTS 15 shotgun. This is a 14+1 capacity shotgun. This is kind of the Kel-Tec KSG's rival right now. They are two of the hottest shotguns on the market as far as tactical shotguns. You'll also see other higher capacity ones like the M1216 and some others right now that are pretty popular and kind of hard to find. So we're stoked to be able to get our hands on one. It's made by UTS, which is a Turkish company. This was developed in 2006. They had a request from Smith & Wesson to develop a ultimate tactical shotgun for police or law enforcement, military use, that kind of thing. So this is what UTS came up with in response to Smith & Wesson's contract asking for something that's more of a tactical shotgun. So they had certain specific requests that we'll get into later as far as what they wanted from the shotgun, and UTS tried to meet that and more with this shotgun right here. It's a pump action bullpup 12 gauge shotgun with 14+1 capacity. The overall weight is 6.9 pounds unloaded. Length is 28.3 inches and barrel length is 18.5 inches with the standard choke. It features dual selectable 7-round tube magazines with a switch to be able to alternate and cut off each tube. It features a top-mounted Picatinny rail for the mounting of a wide variety of both iron and optical sights, coupled with Beretta-style threading for choke tubes. UTS has gone on to release several different versions of the UTS 15, including a desert version, marine, hunting, and the regular black version. We kind of got the upgraded or deluxe model. It comes with a few different features. This one came with iron sights. It also came with its standard choke that it comes with. All the models come with that. But this one also came with the breech choke, as well as a 7.5-inch barrel extension, and an owner's manual, and the bag itself to carry it into the range, which is kind of cool. We're gonna go and take this out, play with it a little bit, and give you our thoughts.
You know, I had a failure to fire. Tried to re-rack it again. This complete round ejected, and knocked the top open. Yeah. And load this guy back in. Oh, maybe not.
We're having a little bit of sticky bolt issues out here. The pump action is really stiff. We put a ton of ballast all in here. We've lubed the crap out of it, so it should be fine.
Failure to extract.
Failure to feed. It's a bad day for the UTS. Another failure to feed. Failure to feed, failure to feed, failure to extract.
But did you like it?
Oh yeah. If I was going into battle, this is probably like right up there with a pellet gun, maybe a shoe. Pretty awesome.
So one of the things that UTS brags about is the fact that it comes with a couple interchangeable chokes if you get the deluxe model like we did. This is their extended, I believe it's a 7.5-inch barrel extension here. So you can do some skeet or trap shooting with it, which is very handy. We're gonna go green here and do imaginary skeet, so bear with us. We're in California. keeping it a little bit tighter of a grouping with the longer barrel. But I don't know, skeet shooting the tactical shotgun just doesn't seem like that much fun.
One thing on UTS's website, they talk about how this thing can be fired from any angle. You know, based upon some of the feedback we've had today, I'd be happy with it just firing, but we shall see how it works. All right, 10 rounds, various angles. That's a great piece of machinery right there when your whole action cover comes up and starts dropping rounds out for you. That was the upside down one, so let's see if it happens again. And of course it did.
This is the second worst airsoft gun I've ever seen.
Now we're just completely catastrophic failure here. We've got...
It's okay, this thing pops up and you can fix it.
Oh no, that's stuck now, see?
Oh,
there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, so we dropped the live round.
Okay.
And
wow, that thing's mangled.
Oh yeah, this thing's brutal.
Holy crap.
So this thing tried to feed it after it failed to extract it, jamming it into the breech, crushing it sideways. I'm really excited to get this thing on the table and tell you guys what I really think about it.
What I'm going to go ahead and test out right now is going to be the ability for this thing to cycle from the right barrel, or sorry, the right magazine, left magazine, or it'll do a, you know, it'll take from the right, left, in that order if you have it on this middle setting here. So basically, to the right here, it's going to cut off the right tube. Left here, it cuts off the left tube, only feeds from the right. This one, it feeds from both, it interchanges. So I'm just going to test the reliability of all these. So let's go ahead and cut off the left tube. So we'll start with the right. Almost got it out. Okay, so the new round's actually, or new shell's about to go in. This one didn't quite make it out. Didn't quite make it in either. Well, don't try this at home. It's good. Feed that in there. Well, it shoots good. As you can see, I had the right magazine completely cut off. This lever's actually moved itself almost towards the middle now. So who knows where it's taking its shotgun shells from, or the shot shells from. 2 more shells here from the right magazine. Double feed. There we go. Like a charm. So I guess this is a single shot. All right, last round ejected perfectly like it's supposed to. That last round I'm gonna give a 10 out of 10. Other than that, I'm not terribly impressed.
The good news about this, it's mostly made of plastic, so it's probably recyclable, and there's a dumpster up over the hill here.
Stay green.
Okay, so the request that Smith & Wesson made to UTS back in 2006 was they wanted a pump action minimum capacity of 13 rounds shotgun with a maximum overall length of 30 inches. This shotgun technically falls under each of those features, that it fell into those correctly. But I think they made this either rushed or too quickly. I don't even know where to start on this kind of horrific traffic jam of a just messy creature. First of all, the action release button is down here at the bottom of the stock. So what's convenient about that is that when you want to actuate it, if you need to release the slide or the pump, what you have to do is take your hand completely off the trigger to actuate it, or come back here to release it. And then when you do, what's really nice about this is that it is polymer on polymer rubbing to where the action is extremely sticky, and we've lubed the holy sweet merciful crap out of this thing, and it's still, so like this thing's just dripping ballistol and lube and anything else we could find that would fit in there. So starting with that's a horrific design. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's just this popping open every 5 seconds. I think they kind of knew the shotgun was a POS when they designed it, because they made it really easy to get in to remove jams. That's the idea of this thing popping open. If you make it that accessible and that easy to get to your breech, I think that's kind of saying that they knew that you're going to need to get to your breech a lot. Sorry, I'm laughing. The magazine selector cutoff on this, we tested it several times where we cut off the left magazine, fired 1 or 2 rounds, all of a sudden it's in the middle. So if you have slugs on one side, buckshot on the other side, you have no idea what you're getting. This handle right here, the pump itself, it's really slippery. It does not hold your hand well. It does not have a good grip. That is really poorly designed. It's nice that they inserted like the most clunky, loud, annoying sling swivels right here too, which is really obnoxious. Basically everything on the shotgun makes tons of noise when you run with it, which is really nice if you're law enforcement or military and you're trying to be really quiet so you don't get, you know, killed. This thing is held on by a magnet, which I know we all kind of pointed out and we're looking at. This is fun because you can kind of sit there and flick it and play with it while your shotgun's broken. Even just the places right here where you load, where the plunger, you have to push the plunger up before you can load the first shell in there. And when you close it, it snaps shut. So let's say you load in a couple rounds, you shut it. Well, if you open it again, then you have to grab the round that's now stuck in there, shove it back up to start loading in more rounds. And in the meantime, they're flying out of both sides of here. This thing's popping open. This thing's making this sound, which just drives me nuts. This thing's just, I mean, we were lucky to get 1 or 2 rounds off at a time.
Oh, save some for me. The UTS is supposed to stand for Ultimate Tactical Shotgun.
Or Urban Tactical Shotgun, one of those.
Yeah, I think it stands for Utterly Terrible Shotgun. This thing is just probably one of the worst firearms I've shot to date. The fact that this is slippery, which you mentioned, is not only inconvenient, but it's dangerous. If you have your barrel extension on there, it's super easy to come off the front, you know, burn yourself on the barrel, or even worse, come off the front and blow your fingers off. They need a Picatinny rail or something on here to throw a foregrip on. This version was supposed to come with the integrated flashlight, which has a little selector switch here to go, you know, light, laser, that sort of thing. But I guess they had
quality control issues.
Shocking. Weird, huh? Shocking. So that didn't come with it. I guess they sent it out separately. But basically everything you pointed out, I mean, if you're firing in an indoor range and, you know, just cycling 1 round at a time, very slowly, very methodically, this might be an okay shotgun for you. But if you're taking this out in the field and doing any drill where your life depends on this thing working, I would steer so far clear of this. I mean, this is about as reliable for me as like Sprint cell phone service. It's just terrible.
Yeah, at first I kind of had I was skeptical, as I was with the KSG that we had tested, you know, a while back. You know, it's plasticky, it kind of feels a little chintzy. But you know what? When I got to take a look at it and feel it, I'm like, wow, it's a pretty cool shotgun. It's like the Halo shotgun. And you know, when I first got to shoot it, it was reminiscent of the first time I ever got to shoot a gun. Because I kept saying, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Yeah, just to drive home the fact, I mean, a magnet, we have pins and detents still work these days. I mean,
except for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this guy keeps sliding out a little bit, but good news is the slide here can actually kind of hold that in. 2 consistent things about the shotgun though. The numbers here, every single time you load 7 shells in, it shows as 7, so that's good. And the other consistency was that it was inconsistent. You know, it was always, you know, what's gonna happen this time. You always know there's gonna be a surprise. But you know, actually we had some issues where sometimes it just wouldn't eject and it would almost double feed. But there were other times where it would just completely turn the shot shell backwards. In all honesty though, we did have some, you know, we loaded in a total of 14 shells and we were able to expend all of them.
Yeah. But
it just was not very reliable.
No, this is the most unreliable gun I've ever fired in my life. Period. And I've shot high points. So, I'm sorry, Utash, that's the truth, dude. I mean, if you're gonna design a weapon that's for first responders, for people to bet their life on, you did not do a good job. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning into the review. Utash, sorry, you need to work better on your products here and make a better, more reliable product. We'll see you guys next time.